welcome to Rosie Sews. I'm Sarah and it's really lovely to have you here today. Now, I'm back. I've been gone 3 years, I think it was, when I had a look at the dates. It's been a long time that I have since I last filmed a YouTube video, so I'm a little bit out of practice, a bit rusty, so bear with me. But it's really nice to be filming a new vlog for my channel. Now, as you noticed, I introduced myself as Sarah, and I know that I used to be Rosie Sews Modern Vintage and introduced myself as Rosie, but I've got a confession. Rose is actually my surname and my first name is Sarah, so I've just decided with this new start to my channel I was just going to become Sarah and make it all a little bit simpler. So I've also changed the name of the channel. It used to be Rosie Sews Modern Vintage and now it's just Rosie Sews, and that's because although I love vintage fashion, I don't wear it like I used to. I tend to wear slightly more modern things, although I'm far from trendy. So I decided to drop the modern vintage and just be Rosie Sews. So I hope that you'll enjoy all of the things that I make on my new channel. Now, one of the reasons why I took such a long break was because I have really poor health, which I think I've mentioned on here before. So just a quick rerun, I have something called functional neurological disorder, which is a brain condition similar to multiple sclerosis, and it gives me seizures and things, so I have to be really careful. I've got lots of other physical health problems as well as mental health problems too. So because of that, I have to take things really slowly. So I'm not going to push myself with this channel. I'm just going to try and film when I feel up to it, when I feel inspired. Hopefully that will be every week or couple of weeks, but we'll just wait and see. Now obviously, because I haven't filmed a vlog for ages, I could catch you up on so much of the stuff that I've made, but I thought I'd just look at the last kind of 4 dresses that I've made, and another little something as well. So first up, I'm going to show you the thing that I'm most proud of, and that is my Juna jacket made in the fabulous Fabric Godmother Maggie print. I'm so in love with this jacket. I'll insert some pictures here of me wearing it. It was a really simple make. The pattern is it's weird actually, because it's got a join at the back but no join under the arm. It's like one complete piece, and the same on the other side. So you just sew the back seam and then you sew the sleeves on. So I thought, oh, this is going to be really quick, of course forgetting that all of it needs to be bound in bias binding. So as you can see, I've bound the inside seam and the shoulder seams, but then I got a little bit bored of bias binding, so on the sleeves I've actually overlocked, but hopefully that won't show too much because I'll be wearing it, so it won't be a problem. And then so I bias bound all the way round, and then I just hemmed the sleeves because they needed quite a large hem, so it was easier to do that properly hemmed. And then it's got bias bound pockets, which I'm really pleased with. And then the jacket doesn't actually have buttons or snaps as part of it. It's just supposed to be open and loose fitting, but I did add some snaps, like plastic cam snaps, so that it does do up, and I really like it. I'm really pleased with that. I wore it for a dog walk today and got some nice compliments, so that was really nice. So I'm really pleased with that. The next thing I made was something that I've been wanting to make for absolutely ages, and that is the Merchant and Mills Etta dress. I'm really in love with wrap dresses at the moment, and I'd seen the Etta dress on a lot of people and really liked it, so I'll just get mine. This is it. It's made in a cotton fabric that I got from Fleur et Hour a few years ago, and I think I'm not keen on this dress, and I think part of the problem is the fabric, because although it's gorgeous fabric and it feels really nice, it's got an interesting weave to it, more than a poplin. It's almost like a twill, but it's still light. So I really love it, but blacks and browns just aren't me, are they? I mean, I could try, it just doesn't perk me up like a colourful dopamine inducing dress does. But nonetheless, I decided to use it, and it is quite in keeping with the Merchant and Mills aesthetic, I think, in the browns and blacks. I really like, there's a big bow as opposed to other wrap dresses I've made that have kind of thin little straps, whereas this one, if I can open it up, okay, it's quite a thick bow, and I really like that. And I like the fact that the top crosses over quite high, as you can see in this picture that I'll insert. But the thing that I don't like is that the waist is really wide and loose. So obviously I'm plus size, so I'm not saying I've got a small waist, but it's oversized even on me, and that's wearing it at a size that fits my shoulder. So I definitely want to, if I was to make it again, I would definitely take some width out. And also, it seems like the front piece that crosses over is longer than the back piece that crosses over, like the bit inside. Because when I tie the ribbon inside, when I tie it tight there, it pulls. So it's almost like the pieces aren't the same size. So I need to maybe measure the pattern pieces and make an adjustment to that. I don't know, maybe I'm being fussy. But anyway, a nice dress, it feels nice to wear, but I don't love it. But that's not the case with the other things that I've been making. Another Fabric Godmother make is this beautiful dress. This is the Aspen dress by Fabric Godmother. It's their new release. I was actually gifted the fabric and the pattern by Fabric Godmother because they wanted me to model it on the catwalk at the Stitch Festival. So I was really touched to be asked. I thought it was so kind of them to think of me. And this is the fabric that I chose. I'm really chuffed with it. I've worn it a few times, so I'll insert a picture here of me wearing it. I don't know what to say about the pattern because I've got no negative feedback for it at all. Like, I really love it. There is a long sleeve option on the Aspen, which is nice, but I just feel like it's a bit too much when you've got sort of a boxy bodice, a collar, and then a big sort of button up sleeve. For me, it would just be too much. So I prefer it with the short sleeve. I really love the zip, because then you can sort of have it down. You could even have like a little vest top underneath if you wanted to layer it up, which I really like. The collar has a little stand at the back. You can just see that bit. It just starts from here and finishes here, so it's only at the back. And I was a bit intimidated by that because I always find sewing collars a little bit complicated, and with my FND, sometimes new instructions and things I find really hard to follow. So I was a bit nervous about it, but the instructions from Fabric Godmother were absolutely fantastic, and I had no problem sewing it, and it was actually really easy. So yeah, so I love this pattern, thoroughly recommend it. Yeah, in fact, I've got a new one on the go, which is this one. So this is in a gingham, cotton gingham from Minerva that was gifted to me. I've gone for, see if I can show you, quite a chunky plastic zip this time. Just thought with the lighter fabric, a metal zip would be too much. But the normal dress zips just didn't seem like enough. So I went for the middle ground. I went for a plastic, chunky plastic zip, and I'm pleased with that. So I've done all the bodice, finished the sleeves, overlocked the bottom of the bodice, and now I've just got to attach the skirt. So yeah, really pleased with that, and hoping that I can wear that on my upcoming holiday as well, which would be nice. And then talking about wrap dresses, I've got another one to show you. This is another one with the fabric gifted by Minerva. It's this fantastic, it's like a tomato red and a baby pink, although actually no, it's more of a brighter pink, but it's not coming up on camera. And this fabric is actually not available yet from Minerva. It's an exclusive range that's been designed specially for them by a surprise designer, I think is the secret, so I better not say. But it should be released in the next couple of months. I'm absolutely thrilled with it because I just love red and pink together, so it's the perfect colourway for me. This is the Hannah dress by Hand London, and I've made this dress 3 times now. I really love it. The crossover is slightly lower than the Merchant & Mills Etta, so I wasn't sure whether it would be too low, but actually it's fine. And I can't remember what photographs I've got now, but I'll show you a photo of me wearing it. And I've found that a few times that when it's been a bit chillier and I've still wanted to wear this, or I've got another short sleeve one, I tend to wear little vest tops underneath, and that's just perfect. Then you don't have to worry about your crossover sort of flapping open or anything. But having said that, it doesn't really. It's just for my kind of, just want to be careful, don't want to flash my bra at anybody. So yeah, I really love this pattern. It's very comfortable, very easy to make. It has got darts as well, which I think really helps in shaping the bodice. So it's got a dart there, and obviously one on this panel, and then it's got 2 darts here. And I think that really does help to give it a bit of shape and make it feel a little bit less sort of tent-like, if you know what I mean. So those are all my dresses. And then the last thing, I was just going to talk about what I was wearing today, which is this. This is Minerva, gifted Minerva fabric as well. I am a Minerva ambassador, if you weren't sure. And I'm wearing the Fleur top by Fabric Godmother. Just to see if I can bring the camera down to show you. There you go, there's the little skirt. I haven't made the dress yet, I've only made the top, but I really love it. I wasn't sure, let me just adjust the camera, there we go. I wasn't sure about the puff sleeves because sometimes they can look a bit much on me, but I'm actually really pleased. They don't sort of really poof out, so they're quite subtle, and I feel really nice in it. It's nice to sort of cheer up a pair of jeans with something a bit more pretty than a jumper or a t-shirt. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. So that is everything I've wanted to show you today. I've whistled through that, talked really fast probably, and you won't understand half of what I'm saying, so I apologise in advance. But it's been really nice to get back behind the camera and share with you some of my makes. Please, if you haven't seen me already, I am on Instagram, so please do follow me over on Rosie Sews on Instagram. I'll leave a link below, and I'll try and link all the fabrics that I've used today as well, if they're still on their websites, so that you can find some yourself. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's been really lovely to have you here again today, and I hope you have a really good rest of the week. Happy sewing. Bye.